Hi, my name is Tom Frederick, and I'm Chair of General Education at Union Institute University. And the title of today's video is Meeting Carnegie Unit Instructional Hour Standards. What are Carnegie Unit standards? Universities are required to provide 12.5 hours of direct instruction for every credit offered. In addition, they're required to assign outside work to students equivalent to twice that amount of time. Outside activities include reading, studying, and completing written assignments. Traditionally, the instructional contact hours are measured in seat time. In the online environment, they're measured in the amount of time it takes a student to complete the direct online instructional activities of a course. In an online 3-credit course, the expectation is that there be 37.5 hours of content. In a 4-credit course, where the expectation is that it be 50 hours of content. How do we measure instructional content? At Union Institute and University, we have a document called the AIM document, Alternative Instructional Methods for Online Courses. This document defines all activities and the rules for counting these activities as an instructional content. The AIM document has many categories: course orientation, face-to-face classes, instructional PowerPoints and videos, online lecture, movies, quizzes, case studies, scholarly articles, blogs, chat rooms, conference calls. All of these are activities that can count for instructional hours. Discussion boards, field trips, virtual tours, group projects, student presentations, web quests, writing tutorials, and library sessions. This AIM document sets the rules. You'll notice on this slide that a number of these activities are highlighted in blue. I'm going to spend the rest of the time of this video pointing out these particular ways of earning instructional hours, as they are the most prevalent that are used at Union Institute and University. Each online course at Union Institute and University has a built-in 30-minute orientation. Students on the main page have navigation tools, and it gives students a time to just surf through the course and get a general idea of the course. 30 minutes of content time is accredited to every course there. Some courses have face-to-face time. They're called hybrids. If you have face-to-face time, you get instructional hours equal to the amount of face-to-face time. If you meet once a week for 2 hours, and there's 8 weeks in a term, you get 8 times 2, 16 instructional hours. If you meet 5 times for 2 hours, you get 10 instructional hours. You may earn instructional content time through the use of video. Videos put into courses count for the actual length of the video. You may earn time for PowerPoint presentations. Many of our professors have PowerPoints with voiceovers. If you have a PowerPoint with a voiceover, the PowerPoint counts for the exact amount of time that it takes a student to view and listen to your PowerPoint. In the case where you do not have a voiceover, we have to approximate the time that it takes students to digest the PowerPoint material, which we generally approximate at approximately 1 minute per slide. Lecture. If you do personal video lectures, the exact time of the video counts as instructional content. If you do lecture in the written form, we approximate the amount of the lecture as the time it would take students to read the material, which we approximate as perhaps 1 minute per 5 standard lines of written text. If you add quizzes to an online course, you earn time equivalent to the time you would allot in a traditional face-to-face class. You can actually chart, because Campus Web does chart the times it takes students to complete your quizzes. If you put a 30-minute quiz in per week, for 8 weeks, you could earn 4 hours of instructional content time. Forum discussions are definitely the easiest way to earn instructional contact time. The AIM document says that for every student post, for every post that a student makes, it counts as 30 minutes of instructional contact time. If the teacher then requires the student to respond to the posts of 3 others, they would earn an additional 30 minutes. So any post that you put in your course could potentially earn 1 hour of contact time per post per week. And there is a way to combine scholarly articles and case studies to even further increase your instructional contact time. Articles and case studies don't generally count as instructional contact time because they are outside readings that are required in that twice the amount requirement from the HLC. But if articles and case studies are tied to a forum discussion, they do count. You get to add the average amount of time it would take a student to read the piece. Student presentations are another way to add instructional contact time. Have students create their own PowerPoint presentations. Have them post them in the forums, and have students reply to each student. In that way, the time that it takes a student to post, if it's a 10-minute PowerPoint presentation, you get credit for 10 minutes for each student who presents there. And you can get an additional 10 minutes for requiring students to reply to each presenter. At Union Institute and University, we not only teach content, but we are all writing teachers. So let's make use of this in adding time to our courses. Outcome 1 University Outcome 1 Communication requires students to express their ideas, to demonstrate the organization, to use standard mechanics. Outcome 3 requires them to exhibit ethical scholarly practice, APA writing style. Add some video on writing to your course, and you earn the amount of time that the length of the video. As we end this video, I want to end with 5 suggestions for increasing instructional hours to 37.5. The first one is include 2 to 3 forum discussions per week, with students required to respond to the posts of 3 other students. I know of very few courses, online courses at Union Institute and University, that can get to 37.5 without at least 2 forum discussions with 3 posts, with 3 replies per week. Number 2, add a quiz per week. 30-minute quiz times 8, like I mentioned earlier, is 4 hours of instructional contact. Number 3, increase the amount of personal outside video and PowerPoint presentations. These add variety and they add minutes to your instructional contact. Number 4, add scholarly articles and case studies and combine them into forum discussions. That way you can count the amount of time it has students to read those pieces. And number 5, and last, include student presentations within forum discussions. Tom Frederick, Union Institute and University.